always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field it close to the 50. He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Arizona's offense will have its first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. He is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. on his way from around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Looking downfield on first down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the catch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. That you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Gentry. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Moving away from pressure. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Running to Green. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And I'm not going to lie, that fourth down in medium range is really, really difficult. You want to play pass, you're expecting pass, but offensively, boom, you sneak it in there. That means you knew something. You saw something against this defense that you knew it would work. Great job by the offense, sticking to their guns, calling the play that was a little bit outside the box.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there, and on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the first down on the current.
Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
From the gun, the ground game. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field. He's got it along the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Offense threatening, first and 10 from the 31. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Arizona right back to the line. Motion from the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Big dog, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
That is one the quarterback was going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running behind that left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get.
Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Arizona in a hurry. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Nice job by the quarterback.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Dances away to buy time. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Newton. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Turning it on! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Fires it incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before you snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gentry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Arizona right back to the line. Looking for room. It's Gentry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah,
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got some room to run. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now on second and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, South Carolina!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. There he goes. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's got the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Working that wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Arizona in a hurry. Going to take a shot on second and short. Pucks it out of the air. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
South Carolina, 17.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see what they do on third down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Gamecocks are on the move. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On the run, it's Gentry. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Wide open on the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Birmingham. They'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Crosses to 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Going to swing it on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Flips it out in the flat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Never a doubt. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snap it to the back. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw again. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Arizona right back to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got big...
Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Let's go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build.